Так, выполняем квест к вашим услугам пани. Поиск коня я уже выполнил, это есть в одном из моих прохождений, более ранних, не в прошлом, а в каком-то из, там, может быть, пятое прохождение плюс-минус. Вот. Называется прохождение коня пирога. Осталось два квеста про вино и про что там еще. Сазавы, кажется, или как-то так.
My respects to you.
Lady Stefanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice, exquisite spices from Arabia, jewels from Germany?
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
Ah?
Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit. Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Ratае.
But what if I don't win the competition?
Then you'll have to persuade the winner to part with some truly excellent wine.
Isn't there anywhere else where I could find the wine?
Unfortunately not. I have the exclusive right to sell and buy that particular vintage. No one else in the region will stock it.
I suppose I'll just have to find a way to get it.
I'm sorry, there's nothing...
Там!
Tam. Good day to you.
I've heard there's a contest happening, and that the prize is a keg of fine wine.
That's true. I bought the finest wine to be had in the province.
I'd like to take part.
Do you know the rules?
I don't.
You shoot 7, 13 or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone has finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise you're out. Got it?
Got it.
Splendid, here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition.
Ну, весело. Ну, хотя бы повезло. Так, я лидирую, главное не облажаться. Фу. Ну ладно, все равно я по очкам первый закончил. Я победил. Фу.
feel quite hungry.
Congratulations once more. And here, as promised, a cask of the finest wine in the province.
Thank you.
Отлично. Ну, попрошу прощения.
Is there someone here who can...
Of course. First I'll you shoot the straw, the round edge, the cut.
All right.
Правила такие
Just
же,
one more
просто
thing.
чтобы вкачать
How good
стримы.
are you?
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. Meanwhile, I'll...
Мне интересно, если я сейчас новичков побежу в следующий раз, я опять могу их победить или это один раз только? Ну все, иди. Там какой-то чел ни разу что ли не стрельнул еще или еще? Он заглючил? Корчмарь?
I told you you're not allowed to leave. You're disqualified.
А, ну отлично, я просрал теперь, потому что я дисквалифицировал. Так, ладно.
Is there someone...
How good?
Мне плевать на эти 10
I'm a
грошей.
beginner.
Splendid. Me...
Я хочу...
Right. Archers, let's begin.
Просто хочу победить и посмотреть.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Ну все.
Contest is over. Henry here is the winner.
Is there someone...
Sure. How good are you?
Да, я могу бесконечно, что ли, с новичками состязаться и зарабатывать таким образом. И навыки лука совершенствовать. Ладно, не ладно. Сейчас голову толю. Где тут голову? Так я не понимаю. Телков нету, что ли?
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Так, поехали. Куда там? Вот сюда. За венцом за каким-то.
What's it about?
An offer you can't refuse.
All right.
As you wish.
Так, с ним торговаться нельзя, да? Вот это вот.
What's it about?
An offer
All right.
as you
5,4 всего лишь. Оп, я тут у вас побыстренько вам перекушу. Надеюсь, кто-то
Good
хоть
day to
просто
you.
так отдаст этот венец. Или не стоит даже надеяться.
The Lady of Talmberg sent me. She wants me to find out why the crown's been delayed.
Through no fault of ours, I can tell you that. We had a large stone ordered for mounting on the crown, a beautiful moldavite from South Bohemia that we had cut and polished in Prague. But, well, in short, the good merchant, Martin Wiesek, who was supposed to bring it from Prague, got lost along the way. It's like the ground swallowed him up.
Lady Stephanie won't be happy.
Look, we've got something else here we can replace the stone with, but I'm sure even you can see it's not worthy of a noble wedding, and definitely not worthy of our fine craftsmanship. Oh, if I only had someone who'd try to find the moldavite.
Why don't you just ask me? Of course I'll try to find the stone. Just tell me where the fellow was seen last.
That fellow, as you call him, the esteemed merchant, Martin Wiesek, was last seen riding alongside the Sazavы river, passing by the footbridge over the ford, to the west of here. Evidently, he never made it to Sazavы town.
Подкараулили его бандита, наверное.
Well, I'll look for him, but he could be far over the mountains by now. Or under the ground.
Так. Так, он где-то здесь должен был быть.
Hey. Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. I yield. Enough.
Если эта падла не убежала. Неужели убежала? Я на того пока отвлекся, вот падла. Убить надо было. А, вон там кто-то в воде, ну-ка. А, нет, это торговец.
What's that? What are you doing there?
Все, блядь, покажи, что я здесь делаю, ребята. Смотри, какая падла, а! Умер? Отлично. Так, а меч у него где здесь? Знаете, сука. Убили торговцев, пидоры. Меня еще покалечили. как я отвернулся, он, блин, дергал, падла. Ничего еще не найду, ну и пофиг на него. Торгаша убили. Алтарная свеча из Франции. Набойная стрела, заболтанный шут. А, нет, стоп. Многовато у них тут всего. Ну-ка, я тут могу выспаться? Почему мне интересно, спать больше не могу? Ну ладно, не важно. Игра не сохраняется, к сожалению. Ничего тут больше ценного нету. Перегруз. Блин, ну ребят, ну тут заросли вообще, ну что за... Надо тут торгаша еще будет найти, ему лишнее продать и на себя одеть вообще что-нибудь нормальное, если было. Что не считается ворованным. Так, только не говорите, что я теперь с такой сумкой сюда не поднимусь. Не надо мне это говорить. Окей, я понял. Так, давайте, ладно.
God be with you.
About that moldavite we discussed.
Yes. Do you have some news?
Yes. The good news is I found Vizek.
That sounds like cause for rejoicing, but how come he isn't with you?
That's the bad news. He didn't survive.
Merciful God. He was a good and highly respected man. I will pray for his soul. Anyway, let me see the stone, if you would be so kind.
Of course. Here it is.
Excellent. It looks undamaged. I'll get straight to work. You can come for the finished crown tomorrow evening.
Завтра вечером. Тут, то есть в прямом смысле не могу прямо сейчас.
What about the crown?
I seem to recall telling you...
Окей, завтра вечером, так завтра вечером. Торговца надо поискать. Он что ли торговец?
Good day to you.
Кузнец. А вот лопаты, кстати. Надо купить. Потому что я уже задолбался. Часто лопаты нужны. Ой, не. Не знаю зачем, правда, но вдруг пригодится. Тарная свеча из Франции. Или оставить это все, вдруг тоже для крафта потом нужно будет. Хрен где найду. Какая, блин? Куплю, если что. Я получу 56. Сегодня торгов 400. Сейчас поторгуем.
Let's talk about the... well... Agree?
That's still too...
See now? I knew we'd come.
Hey, watch it.
Дайте я лошади все заберу.
I'd like to discuss the Are we agreed?
A nice sum.
Finally, a reasonable...
God be with you.
Let's talk about...
Well,
Is this enough?
I'd almost say... Fine.
Так, а у него, интересно, такие же вещи продаются, как у того? Да, у них тут обычно. Точнее, общее на одном двоих. Не хочу потом воров этих. Что, подождать может? Вот это будет вечер считаться или как? Или это сегодняшний вечер? Наверное, это сегодняшний вечер.
Good health to you.
What about the...
I seem to recall...
Я могу на чужой кровати тут спать, интересно?
God be with you.
What about the...
I seem to recall...
Все, уже вечер, да.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What about the crowd?
I'm a man of my word. Of course it's... Thank the Lord you found that Moldavite. It...
Так, сейчас.
Good health to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the...
Can we do something about... Agree?
Come now. Aye.
Здесь игра сейчас сохранится, и мне не придется становиться алкашом, чтобы не сохранить игру и всякое такое. Наконец, игра сохранится.
welcome, Henry. The Lord be praised.
I've brought the roan, my lady.
That's wonderful. There weren't any problems with it, I hope.
Be careful. That horse is a wild one. He won't endure a rider.
Well, that won't do. Sophie can't have some wild horse at her wedding starting a stampede.
But I've learnt a trick. If you sing to him, he calms down.
You sang to a horse?
It's quite true, I'm afraid. I sang to a horse.
Well, then you'll have to sing something to me, too.
My lady, I don't know if I...
So I know how to calm down that roan. Go ahead, sing.
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair?
Oh, how beautiful! I'm not surprised the horse calmed down after hearing such a lovely voice. Anyway, I'll think about what to do with the roan. But thank you, Henry.
I brought the wine.
Wonderful, wonderful. No wedding is complete without good wine. Find somewhere here to put it down. I'll send for a servant to bring it later. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
Let's just say that when I got to the merchant, my task had only just begun.
But you were able to handle it. Thank you so much, Henry.
I brought you the crown from the master engraver.
Henry, you are a gem. Look at that moldavite. Isn't it wonderful? Sophie will look like an angel. So, what's next?
What can I do for you, my lady?
Nothing. You've done enough. And now I'd like to reward you.
That's not necessary, my lady. You taking the time to see me is reward enough.
Come now, Henry. No need for such modesty. I appreciate everything you've done for me, as well as your company. And there's something I'd like to give you. This shirt was my father's. He was built very much like you. Broad shoulders, strong chest. It should fit you just right.
But I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable to be left to the mercy of moths. It doesn't fit my husband well, and I've no one else to give it to. What's more, if you were to leave us again, I'd like you to have something to remember me by, so you don't forget me.
I could never forget you, my lady.
Well then, won't you try it on at least?
What, right now?
Why not? Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn my back.
And what if your husband comes in?
He won't. Neither will anyone else.
All right, then.
I feel truly blessed to have you here. So long I yearned for young company. I really feel God heard my prayers and sent you to me.
I'm ready.
My, you do look handsome. As fine as any gentleman. When I was a little girl, there were always lots of other children around and young men and women of the court. It was so merry. I always hoped it would be like that when I was grown up too. But it was not God's plan.
You and Sir Divish had no children?
No. No, alas, we were not blessed. Twice I was with child, but they did not live. And now I fear there's no hope for me.
My lady. Forgive me, my lady. I shouldn't have.
I don't mind. God be with you, Henry.
А поговорить.
Lord Almighty.
Когда с ней нельзя поговорить. Давайте я сохраню. Попробую еще раз с ней поговорить. Если не получится, тогда видео пока закончу.
Greetings, Henry.
Hey,
look out!
Пойду продам торгашу всякое лишнее и попробую еще какой-нибудь квест выполнить. Всем спасибо за внимание, ставьте лайки, если не подписаны, подписывайтесь на канал и рассказывайте, как вы этот квест прошли.